In the world of the ultra-wealthy, accumulating wealth is oftentimes easier than maintaining it. Statistics show that approximately 70% of wealthy families lose their wealth by the next generation, with 90% losing it the generation after that. When it comes to building wealth, growing your net worth is only half the battle. In this video, we will reveal little-known strategies that are employed by the ultra-wealthy not only to build wealth but to maintain it for generations to come. Ever wonder how the Rockefeller family has amassed and grown great fortunes and maintained it for 7 generations? Stay tuned, as this is part 1 of a fascinating journey where we reveal the secrets of the ultra-rich. Hi, and welcome back to another video of Finance Sense, where we cover all the latest trends in the financial markets and the economy. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our videos. Now, let's get on to the video. Imagine being a billionaire, having achieved tremendous wealth and influence, but facing a predicament as you grow older. Your children, nieces, and nephews are eagerly trying to impress you, hoping to secure a spot in your will. The issue is that your family lacks financial know-how, as they didn't experience the same struggles and hard work you did to build your fortune. Everything was handed to them on a silver platter. If you were to leave them a portion of your wealth, there's a high likelihood they would waste it all. Shockingly, statistics reveal that 70% of prosperous families see their wealth vanish by the next generation, and an even higher 90% lose it by the generation after that. In just 2 generations, your hard-earned wealth and empire could disappear. However, there's a solution that some extremely rich families, like the Rockefellers, have mastered. Even 80 years after John D. Rockefeller's passing, his family, spanning 7 generations, remains among the most affluent families in the world. Their wealth is so well protected that its exact number is a mystery, and they are experts at concealing it. Here's the key difference between the ultra-wealthy and the public. While the public seeks riches to showcase extravagant possessions like cars, yachts, mansions, and private jets, the ultra-wealthy view ownership differently. Owning assets outright exposes them to numerous risks: constant lawsuits, theft, heavy taxation, legal scrutiny, and potential exploitation. That's why the ultra-wealthy prefer not to directly own such assets. They understand that actual ownership can be burdensome. Instead, the approach taken by the rich is to maintain command over their assets as if they own them, but without the burdens that come with actual ownership. Imagine residing in an opulent penthouse without it being directly tied to your name. Envision selling your private jet without it being registered under your personal ownership. This strategy is highly favored, even among the most affluent individuals who seek control without conventional ownership. They yearn for all the benefits of possession without having their names associated with legal documents. The reason behind this preference is simple. Ownership attracts taxes, liability, and sometimes unwanted fame, all of which can be troublesome. Thus, those who possess immense wealth seek to control, but they prefer to avoid the liabilities that accompany formal ownership, along with the taxes that come with it. As a result, many of the world's wealthiest individuals remain anonymous, as they exercise significant control over assets and wealth without their names being tied to them. Unbeknownst to the public, there are even wealthier individuals beyond those listed in Forbes, owing to the intricate entities, structures, and other tools they utilize to maintain control without receiving overt recognition. How do they achieve this control without ownership on paper? It's surprisingly simple. The ultra-elites have created specific entities and tools that grant them complete control, while on legal documents, they may appear as if they have minimal wealth, similar to ordinary people on the streets. The primary tool used by wealthy dynasties such as the Rockefellers to achieve this is known as trust. John D. Rockefeller Jr. set up trusts in 1934 with assets, including oil firm shares and real estate for his daughter and 5 sons, forming the foundation of the family's wealth. Another collection of trusts was later created in 1952 for his grandchildren, ensuring wealth preservation for future generations. But why opt for a trust? Think of a trust as a corporate entity specifically tailored for your family. By placing your money, real estate, and businesses into a trust, you gain the freedom to invest that money as you see fit. Most importantly, you have the power to set the rules for how your wealth will be managed after your passing. However, the most significant advantage of a trust is that once your money is in the trust, you no longer personally own it. The trust assumes ownership. While you retain full control, you relinquish ownership on paper, allowing for financial security and privacy. For instance, on official records, you might appear to have a net worth of $5 million, but your wealth could amount to over $100 billion, discreetly spread across various trusts. This strategy safeguards your assets from potential lawsuits or other threats, as creditors cannot target the money held within your trusts. It functions similarly to a corporation, where the personal bank accounts of the founder remain protected in the event of a lawsuit against the company. Additionally, in the United States, there exists an estate tax, also known as the death tax, which imposes up to a 40% tax on inherited wealth. To circumvent this tax burden, trusts become a valuable tool for the ultra-elite. When you pass away, your children assume control by becoming trustees, bypassing the hefty estate tax and preserving the family's fortune. Trusts play a pivotal role in a comprehensive succession plan, but their true strength lies alongside life insurance. While regular individuals may view life insurance as commonplace, the ultra-elite see it as an incredibly powerful tool, which is also referred to as the end asset. For them, life insurance serves as a remarkable financial tool worthy of their attention. The Rockefeller family, for example, even has its own life insurance company, the Rockefeller Insurance Company. Life insurance provides these wealthy individuals with a unique super bank account that allows for tax-free investing. It may sound peculiar, but life insurance holds various tax benefits, primarily because politicians aim to spare the financial burden of taxes on grieving widows or widowers. By combining trusts and life insurance, the ultra-wealthy devise sophisticated strategies to preserve and grow their fortunes while ensuring financial security for future generations. The issue with traditional life insurance policies available to the general public is that they primarily serve the interests of insurance companies rather than the policyholders. These standard policies involve paying regular premiums to the insurance company, and upon the policyholder's death, the company provides a fixed payout to the family, typically a few $1,000,000, nothing more, nothing less. However, affluent families take a different approach. They use these basic life insurance contracts as a foundation and negotiate more favorable terms, allowing them to leverage the policy for something extraordinary. They can invest as much money as they want into their life insurance policies, and this money grows tax-free. Subsequently, they use these funds to invest in various opportunities, ensuring their investments grow without the burden of taxes. The money remains secure and continues to grow tax-deferred throughout their lifetime. Furthermore, they can access this money tax-free, and when they pass away, it gets transferred to their beneficiaries without incurring taxes. Besides these advantages, there are other benefits to this strategy. For the wealthy, life insurance is not seen as a conventional investment, but rather as a safe asset that allows their dollars to serve multiple purposes. This strategy keeps the money protected and away from the IRS's radar since it is not considered taxable income. This approach enables wealthy individuals like Jeff Bezos to borrow against the equity in their businesses or other assets, using life insurance as collateral. Numerous banks employ a similar tactic, using bank-owned life insurance to secure their assets and borrow against them. The real magic happens when wealthy individuals borrow money against their life insurance policies and then utilize those funds to acquire additional assets. For example, they could invest $1 million into their insurance policy, allocate it to the stock market, and achieve a 7% return. However, they are reaping all the advantages of insurance on the borrowed funds at a lower rate, say 5%. Consequently, they achieve a 40% rate of return in the first year through this financial maneuver known as arbitrage. This approach allows the rich to make their dollars work on multiple levels, turning their wealth into a dynamic financial powerhouse. It's essential to ensure that the returns on the borrowed money exceed the cost of borrowing. If done skillfully, this strategy lets a single dollar serve more than one purpose and enhances the overall financial position of the wealthy. So, How does the process of borrowing against your own life insurance policy work? Stay tuned for part 2. Hey there! Thanks for sticking around until the end of this video. I hope you learned something useful. If you liked it, please hit the like button, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. We're Finance Sense, keeping you updated on the latest financial market and economic trends.